Let's bring back Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt, who's live on this from our West Coast Bureau. So, Jonathan, part of the story now is those, or are those leaders who talked about the fact that this could happen before they even rolled this out, this brand new line today.
Yeah, the mayor of Lakewood, which is the city immediately north of where this accident happened, said exactly 2 weeks ago that an accident involving this new high-speed train and track was almost inevitable. And talking of infrastructure, as you just were, Harris, President Trump has just tweeted regarding this accident. Let me read it to you. Quote, "The train accident that just occurred in DuPont, Washington shows more than ever why our soon-to-be submitted infrastructure plan must be approved quickly. $7 trillion spent in the Middle East while our roads, bridges, tunnels, railways and more crumble. Not for long!" Exclamation point. That from President Trump. Now, a U.S. official, by the way, also saying that at least 6 people have been killed in this terrible accident. Now, this official, talking to the Associated Press, Harris, also says, interestingly, that preliminary signs indicate the train may have struck something on the track before going off the track. And as you look at those aerial pictures, it's interesting to note that the engine, the front, appears to have gone across the overpass, and then the cars behind it have swung out over both sides of that overpass. We know that there was one dangling on the left-hand side as you look at it right now, with one on the ground, and 3 to 4, according to the sheriff's spokesman, on the right-hand side as you look at it closer to that wooded section. We also know from the Associated Press via transitdocs.com, which is a train speed tracking website, that the train was traveling at 81.1 miles per hour moments before this accident. We also know that the top speed on that stretch of track, according to the Washington Department of Transport, is 79 miles per hour. So 2.1 miles per hour over the speed limit. That may or may not be a significant difference, according to some of the experts you yourself have been talking to here, Harris. But all of this will now be looked at, obviously, by the National Transportation Safety Board. They will lead the investigation. We're expecting a briefing from NTSB officials in Washington, D.C. in about 45 minutes. We'll learn more on their preliminary thoughts then, Harris.
All right. I just want to step back for just 1 second, because I was taking notes on what you said, and I want to make sure I got it right. So the reports of something on the tracks, again, Jonathan, where is that coming from, and what do we know?
That is coming from the Associated Press, who are describing their source as, quote, a U.S. official familiar with this preliminary investigation. So this U.S. official telling the Associated Press, 1, that at least 6 people have been killed, and 2, that the preliminary investigation points to the train possibly striking something on the track. Now, that is interesting, going back to how you started our reporting here, Harris, with the warning from the mayor of Lakewood. That was exactly what he was concerned about. He was more concerned about one of these high-speed trains hitting a pedestrian or a vehicle in his city of Lakewood as it went through the city. But if that is true, that it indeed did strike something on the track, this is exactly what the mayor of Lakewood warned could happen, and he asked for further safety improvements before this new high-speed train and track was inaugurated. And remember, this is its first actual journey today. Ribbon cutting took place just on Friday. This was the first passenger train along what we believe was this new high-speed section of track. Harris.
Jonathan Hunt, thank you very much. We appreciate your great reporting this hour.